Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey, welcome to the Brian and Kristen podcast. I'm Brian,
and I'm Kristen.
and we are a brother and sister combo podcast team. And Kristen is coming to us today from Madrid, Spain.
Yes,
All right.
so 6 hours ahead. It's quarter to 10 at night, and I
So
haven't eaten dinner yet, but that's normal for
cool.
Spain.
That's normal for Spain.
Yeah, they're just getting started.
Wow. Okay. What's it like out there?
I mean, it's funny. They like take their siesta seriously. I mean, I know we hear about that, but like restaurants and things close, I think from like 3 or 4 until 8 or 8:30. So, yeah, totally different, but super cool. Like it's in Madrid is kind of like New York City, I guess.
Busy, a lot going on.
Yeah, yep, pretty much. But everyone's been friendly. I feel like it's been a good place to travel to by yourself. Most people speak English. I mean, that's probably
Good.
rude that I don't know Spanish, but you know, like stupid American.
Yeah. So from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, they close the restaurants down.
Something like that, or maybe 4 or 5. But like, I mean, not all of them, but there's a decent time. Like, well, you got to check the hours before you go because some places won't be open again until like 8 or 8:30.
Man, that's crazy because that's dinner time that they're closing down at
Not their
for
dinner
us.
time. Yeah,
Now-
exactly. Their dinner starts at like 8:30 or 9 or 10.
And that's weird because I heard that are they healthy out there? Do they look thinner than Americans?
I think so. That's kind of a tough question to answer, but yeah, I mean, I know you think that you're supposed to stop eating early, but
Yeah.
but I will tell you, all the food has been very good. Like you can tell it's like the tomatoes and things that I've had have been like really good. Where you're like, wow, this is really good food.
Okay. Okay. Well, that yes, it's fresh. That'll make a difference in the way that people's health is for sure. If they're
Hmm.
eating good, healthy, fresh food, which probably here not as much, but so what about okay, now tell us why you're in Madrid, Spain.
Oh, because I went to run a half marathon. So there's the Rock and Roll Running Series, which they have a bunch of half and full marathons across the country. We did the Nashville full marathon, and so I've
Yeah.
always wanted to do a international marathon, and I saw this one, and for whatever reason, I just decided like it's one of those things to stop talking about. And since I also work for Marriott and Southwest, this is like a good time to take advantage of those benefits.
Yeah.
So signed up and came here, and shockingly, I think it's probably the best time I've ever had in a half marathon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, not great. I mean, I shouldn't say not great. I did like 2:16 or 2:14, somewhere between there.
That's
I don't
good.
think. Yeah, I mean, especially because it was like 40 degrees when we started. It was freezing.
Oh, really? It's cold there.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's pretty much kind of across from Boston. So I flew out of Boston, and it was a 7-hour flight. So
Well, that's not too bad.
no,
I mean, it's long, but it could be worse.
yeah, totally. So yeah, it was really interesting. I think this marathon is like the equivalent of New York City Marathon, or they said it was like the second largest in Madrid. So 40,000 people, and from everywhere. Finland, Kenya. I mean, like real runners.
Yeah.
This isn't like a Disney wine and dine. We're here to take pictures throughout Disney. This is like
Yeah.
serious
So it was a real and so 40,000 people
runners. Yeah.
and you did it in 2 hours and you said 15 minutes?
Yeah, my official time was 2:16 and something, but
2:16.
according to my app, it was 2:14. So,
Oh,
debatable.
okay. Well, that's still pretty good. That's I mean, that's really pretty good. So now did they say how you ranked upon your group, your age
Oh,
group?
well, I think out of females, I was like in maybe the top half of the 8,000 females or something.
Oh, that's
No,
good.
maybe more than that. I don't remember what the stats were. I mean, it's not super impressive, but when there's that many people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And so so you've been able to see some sights out there too?
Yeah, I don't plan a whole lot of things. I just kind of wander about, but I've seen like oh my gosh, what do they call it? Like the national, oh my gosh, it's like where the king used to live. Nobody lives there anymore, but it's all, that place. Gosh, what else? Just like wandering around. Where I'm staying right now is like in essentially what would be like Times Square or Broadway in like New York City. So lots of things going on here. What else? Gosh, I don't know. It's just been I just like wander around and it's been pretty interesting.
Figure it out as you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
But I will have to
Cool.
send the video of it because I do know one word in Spanish. Vamos. Vamos.
Hurry, right? Hurry,
Yeah,
hurry.
let's go. Let's go.
And were there people out there chanting, like cheering you guys on from the sidelines?
Oh yeah, like probably more so than any race that I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I'll send you some of the footage because they get pretty
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. Good. Good. So that's pretty cool. Now, here you did miss one event, uh Mrs. M's birthday,
Oh, that's right.
which was pretty great. She turned 90 years old, and that was really pretty awesome because Mrs. M we love. So she had a great birthday party, which I'm sure you'll be seeing. So you know, so that's kind of it. Now, let me ask you, can you hear the background noise, or is it okay? Or is there no background? Okay, you must be good.
Is
You
mom
can't.
on the phone?
No, it's oh, hang on, let me so
That's not terrible. I was just guessing.
there you go. So give the door slammed it. So Mrs. M had a great 90th birthday party. So it's too bad those two things couldn't have been different
Right.
because you already had it planned out. So, but you know what? At least you got healthy because we ate a lot of food. So you would have had to run 13 miles to get back to your weight that you were before you went to the birthday party.
Oh
So,
wow, at least it was good.
oh, it was good food. So, yeah, we had a blast. Um, and was there anything else? I'm trying to think if we missed any other things that happened since now in the last podcast. Was there? I feel like there was one big event that
Did
might have
you have
happened
a
since.
comedy
What's that?
show? Did you have a comedy show?
Yeah, I've been doing comedy shows, but nothing crazy. I was trying to remember. I feel like there was something we were gonna film or put up. Oh, Cam's video came out good. We got to play that next episode.
Oh yeah.
The the
Did
the
they do
sh-
the awards for the show?
they they haven't. I'm not holding my breath just because of the style of a film that we made, but um,
I'm just curious to see what's going to win.
yeah, yeah, totally, yeah. um, but yeah, you know what? I meant to do that. I meant to put his video up here so we could watch it through, but we'll watch that next time. A little motivational movie that we made about a young wrestler in our town.
Hmm.
So that's pretty cool. So how much longer are you in Spain till?
I just have 2 more days, but
Okay.
now, I mean, I've been doing a ton of walking. I mean, I don't know, 20,000 steps or something, whatever that, whatever that equates to in miles. But before a race, it's like you kind of don't want to do too much because I just wanted to complete it. Not that I'm out there trying to like in it to win it, but at least want to be able to complete it. And then with the jet lag, I'm so tired all the time. Um, oh, but what I did want to ask you, and speaking of Cam's thing, is um, about running longer distances and what it takes to like. Do you think it's more of a mental game or a physical game?
Mental.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have some physical, but I think it's mental once you get to the um, because the more you do it, because people will think of it at first like, oh, I can't do that. So then they're already defeated, right? Well, they don't really know if they can. You always hear people, oh, I couldn't do that. I don't know if you really put your effort and time into it. I mean, you might not be able to run 26 miles the first time out. But if you do, and the reason I say mental too is because, I ran the LA marathon twice, and the first time I had to start walking at mile 16. I walked from like mile 16 to 18 or something. So then the next time when I did the LA marathon, all I did was remember where I stopped, and I made myself keep going.
Hmm.
So that was mental, I feel, because I kind of, I hadn't really done it that far. So I kind of broke. And so I think it's more mental than physical. I mean, what do you say?
Yeah, I would 100% agree because I know my training wasn't great just because I didn't have time to do some of the longer runs, or like I was supposed to do 11 miles one of the runs and I did 9 and was like dying. I was like, that's it. I'm done. My calf is cramping up too much. And so that got in my head because I was like, well, I haven't done as many long runs as I need to do. And I was supposed to do a 12-mile run and I never did it. But I think so much of it is the mind for sure. And speaking of, there was a guy who had his birthday on his shirt. He was born in 1938. How old did that make him? And I was like, if this guy couldn't be out here, like, come on.
78, 88, 98, 08, 18. So that's okay. So he's 80, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So he's 86.
He was out there doing it.
And he was probably passing people.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, because you see, older people will be running these because, like I said, it's mental, and once you do it, you can do it again. And now the Nashville one was hard, but I feel like once you complete it, you could, you know, that was I saw that was up those big hills, But
Hmm.
yeah, if there's an 86-year-old guy out there doing it, then it's possible, But
Yeah, I always find those people like the most motivational because you see them out there, you're like, okay, come on,
yeah,
you can do
yeah,
this. Half his age.
yeah, yeah, totally. So I think that if you can just get through the mental part, like so many things, especially running a long distance, because it's really just you and that's it. There's no teammates, there's no help, it's just you. So if you can get your mind strong enough to do it, then that's what I think it would be good to
Yeah,
just I don't visualize it. I think if people sit there and visualize it, maybe that helps. But of course, if you're totally out of shape, yeah, you're not gonna make it. But
doesn't matter how much you sit and visualize eating like chips, it's just not going to work for you.
yeah, I mean, you can sit there if you can sit there and visualize crossing the finish line, but if you're doing it while eating chips and guac,
And never getting off the couch.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
make.
So I mean, I know a lot of people have those fantasies, but that's cool. So did you see some Americans there? Were there a lot of American people running, or could you?
I didn't see. I saw a few, but not a lot. Oh, that was also another fun part. Would be like going through the water station. So our race numbers had our flag on it from where we were from. So people
Okay.
USA.
Oh,
So
cool.
that was actually pretty fun. To get that acknowledgement. But yeah, there were. I mean, at least a few other Americans. I didn't see a ton of them, but
Okay.
yeah. So
I was wondering if you see Americans, do you guys kind of have a camaraderie, or
I
did
mean,
you?
I was just running by one. I saw
Okay.
she the flag on her back, and I kept running. But yeah, I mean, but the thing that was like interesting this morning was like trying because you have to take the metro to get. Well, I had to take the metro this morning to get there, and I didn't know where I was going, and neither did all these other people from other countries. But you're like trying to communicate because you all know that you're going the same place because you're dressed the same, but you can't.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of fun because you're like, wow, we're all doing the same thing at the same time from whatever background that we came from, and we're here to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, running is something that people from all over the world do. Their whole
Yeah.
so well, that's cool. Well, I'm proud of you for succeeding in that. It's another thing off the to-do list,
Yeah.
right? You got to
Yeah.
feel good
Like
right
when I
now.
closer, that bucket list went closer to dying. Just kidding.
Oh well, don't say that, but
Some people say like if you have a bucket list, you're just one more thing closer to the end, but not true. It's just nice to accomplish something that like I've always wanted to do.
yeah, yeah, that's great. Well, congratulations on that,
Yeah.
and we're all proud of you. And um, glad you had a successful trip. And when did you say you go back?
Oh, Wednesday, May
Oh, so
1st.
you got two or 3 days to sightsee.
2 days, yeah.
2 days. Okay, great.
Yep.
Well, cool. Well, I know it's late there, and you ran a half marathon, 13 miles. So we won't keep you much longer, but just wanted to check in, and that's it.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. All right, Kristen. See
Okay,
you on the
bye.
next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to send us any comments, messages. If you have a topic you want to hit, let us know. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
All right.